And to find out more about dried flowers, let's invite Flowers and Magnolia Bouquet owner Kartika Puspasari, whom we have in the studio already. Hi, Tika.
Hi, Tika.
How are you?
Fine, thank you for inviting me to this
Our
video.
pleasure. So
Our
this
pleasure.
is one of your works, yeah?
It's
It's
beautiful.
really beautiful.
Thank
I love the
you.
color. It's very rusty, right?
But you know what? The packaging reminded me of Beauty and the Beast.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah,
You know,
yeah,
remember the flower
the vibe.
inside,
Yes.
inside a dome?
Yes.
This is really good. But
Yeah.
Tika,
Yeah.
probably if we see this piece,
Mm-hmm.
do you really use real flowers or does it have any plastic component to it?
No, I'm not using the plastic. I'm using the real flowers to become the dried flowers. So this month is September, so I make it the autumn time. You can see
Oh, that's true. Look at the color. It's very
Wow.
awesome, right?
Can you tell us the process of making dried flowers and how long will they last?
Actually, we have two ways. Now the easy one is traditional way,
Which is?
which is with the natural air. You just
Okay.
hanging out your
I
bouquet,
see.
and in natural way you need put in the in air conditioner with 18 Celsius in the room, so the flower can dry naturally with the air. And the second one is with the modern that we use in our studio.
Okay.
We're using the botanical chemical and also the drying machine process.
Okay, botanical, chemical, and drying process. Which one comes first? The chemical first and then drying, or drying first and then
The chemical first.
Okay.
After that, we put in the machine. It's about like 2 weeks.
Okay.
So I heard that you had to travel and learn from the United States
Yeah.
to buy that machine and to learn about the, chemical.
Yeah.
Can you explain about the process of learning that?
So when 2018, I flew to USA to study about the drying process, the chemical.
Okay.
And it's take me like it's like I get to took university again because the book is the book is the manual book is very thick.
So it was a
so many
serious
knowledge.
learning
Yeah,
process.
I thought it's like just like 1 or 2, 3 days.
Right, short course.
course.
Yeah, it took me like almost 3 weeks in the US.
No.
No, because different type flower using a different type of the chemical. Also the color also.
Yeah.
So when the customer want to dry the flower, I need to separate everything.
I see.
Each type, its color for that.
Okay.
Wow. So I hope that it's worth the investment. All your travel, all the money spent, it's worth the travel.
Effort.
But considering that you use chemical,
Yeah.
they probably smell like
Yep.
very chemical as well.
Yep,
yep.
Do you spray any perfume or any fragrance added to this kind of piece?
No, I'm not using the fragrance for that one. That's why it's called botanical chemical.
Okay.
Right? So we already tested when I learned many years ago, they already tested it's very safe. That's why after the drying process, it's begin. I put it in the glass dome, so you
Okay.
cannot directly to touch it, right?
Okay.
So
okay.
because we live in the tropical area, the humidity is very high. So we need put after the dry flowers put in the this tube, these glasses. It's more make it long lasting.
This is very beautiful.
So is the botanical mechanical process is the process that preserve the color as well, or is there any other process?
No. With the chemical, the botanical chemical, it's like 2 weeks, and then I put in the machine. The drying machine is 2 weeks. It took like 1 month. So still give the shape as it is, and then also keep the color.
So it is actually the original color of it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Wow. I think this is so
beautiful, yeah.
simple, right? To have the equally beautiful thing on our home without having to water or without having to
Yes.
take
Yes.
care of it like every single day.
Yes.
But how long will it last? I mean,
Yeah.
like for fresh flower, maybe 3 or 4 days, right?
Yes.
How long will it last?
Can you guess?
2 years.
No, more than 10 years.
More than 10 years.
Wow, that's so cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
But we cannot take it off.
Yeah, you can eat.
Oh,
you can, but we put here is like keep it, save it for touching. Because you see, you put in your in the living room, you have a gas, and
Children,
then,
your
what's that?
pets.
That is
So,
true.
Right.
So even without this, it can last more than 10 years.
Yeah, but if you put this one, it's more than.
Yep, yep.
Okay, question. With what you mentioned earlier in Indonesia with
Yeah.
the humidity level and stuff like that, will the humidity level affect the quality of the dried flour itself? Because as you know, you put it in the machine just to, I assume, to dehydrate it and stuff like that. And with the humidity level, it could actually obstruct, the shape and also the quality. Will that be possible?
If you not put in like a glass or the box, it's happened. Because in the humidity in our room is different, right?
Yes,
In any country is also different. So that's why I always tell all the customers that we buy about the flour, that flour from my Magnolia, just put it in far away from the air conditioner.
Okay.
Because the air make it humid
Okay.
here for the glass.
Right,
You
right,
see,
right.
sometimes we put
true.
right
Yes.
some air. It will be
It got foggy inside.
yeah, correctly,
see.
and also don't directly from the sun.
Sunlight.
Okay,
Yes.
okay.
It's
Okay,
like only two ways to keep it. Like
In a good quality.
Yes,
Right.
yes. We know that many of us love real flowers. But what about the market of dry flowers?
Actually,
In
in
Indonesia.
Indonesia is very big. In the world, we know all the wedding industry, right? The first all, I started with how to dry the wedding bouquet. You know, Indonesia is
Is
one
it a
of
trend nowadays? Like dried flower bouquet?
yeah.
Okay.
Actually, I bring it to here, but it's very big frame, so it's heavy.
I think our friends can bring it on.
Yeah, bring the bouquet.
Bring the big bouquet.
Can we have the bouquet inside the studio?
So
Okay,
this has become a trend in wedding industry in Indonesia
Yeah.
to have dried flower bouquet. Yeah.
Yeah. And not only using the dried bouquet in the wedding, but the fresh flower. We use the couples using the fresh flower, right? And then after using that day, he just throw it and then don't know.
Yeah, true.
Oh,
true.
okay. Yeah.
But actually, that the one of the important in the day, the wedding day.
Yeah, yeah,
Because
true.
for the bride in the morning, she taken the photo with that part. The wedding
And they just
bouquet.
throw it and it's just disappeared.
The good idea, we can keep
a
it.
waste, yeah.
We can keep it long lasting with the invitation also in one
Oh,
frame.
lovely.
Oh yeah,
Yes.
yeah. So I'm really curious about the chemical that is used for the drying process. Is it safe and is it non-allergic for those who are sensitive to chemical to their skin? And how do you define the chemical to our safety?
Okay. The first, I already learned about that one. I researched many years that the different one when I choose why I'm choosing learning and studied in USA. I also think about in China too. But I'm compare it, right?
Yeah.
But in China, the price is very cheaper, but the quality is not good. Right, for the machine and everything. When I choose the USA because the quality, the procedure, and the people who teach me, he already run this business is already like more than 30 years ago. So I decided that one, and also he named it the botanical chemical, that one, and also part of that one we also using the alcohol, 99%. To spray after the process, the drying of come out from the machine, and because the alcohol is kill the bacteria. Right? When we heard we using the alcohol for that one. So one of that one, the alcohol is one of the important things for reduce the bacteria, and it's safe. That's why I put it the box in a glass dome like this. It makes saver.
Okay, with the long process and also lots of things involved in making this kind of piece, price-wise, which one is actually even higher in price point? Is it the dried flowers or the fresh flowers?
Because I'm doing in the dried flower, I choose the dried flower, and we believe, and every woman believe that if they get a flower, every flower have a attached story in the flower, right? So when the anniversary, wedding, birthday, like you have a business open business. This is the one of the top list for gift to your friend, your family.
So it's relatives.
Yeah.
Yes. The answer is relative. It's actually the meaning to its holder and also the recipient.
But I think I could give you a perspective that if I buy fresh flower with this size, it will cost me for about 200,000 or maybe 250, right? But for dried flowers that is beautifully made like this and put in a beautiful glass, it costs 1.2. But the good thing is it will last more than 10 years.
Yeah.
Fresh flower only lasts for 3 days.
Very worth value of money.
As of for the 250,000 only lasts for like top 7 days.
Exactly, and you have to like buy again and again.
Buy again. All right. So we've heard everything that we want to know about this dried flowers and the process on making it. And I'm curious if we could make any piece out of it. So actually, don't go anywhere. You'll see us crafting about this later in our See the Story segment, still on the 3 Hour News Show.